Hey everybody, welcome back to Plus Ultra Pitching. So last week we started our Power K series and we focused on hip engagement. This week we're going to work on our shoulders. So just as a reminder, this Power K series is building off of the wrist snap series that we just finished in January, February. So if you haven't checked those playlists out yet, then make sure you go back and look at those videos before you start the Power K. As a reminder for Power K positioning, like I said last week, Power K is the position we are in the middle part of our pitch. So to get to that position, I alluded to it a little bit in our wrist snap videos, but you want to stand with your feet shoulder hip width apart. And if you're a righty like me, you're going to just take a nice comfortable step forward with your left foot. If you're a lefty, you're going to take a comfortable step forward with your right foot. Turn that front foot in so it's at like a 45-degree angle to the plate in front of you or your target. And for the wrist snap series, I had you keep your knee and your toes pointing towards your target, towards your catcher, because if you remember last week from our focus on the hips, when we are actually releasing the ball, that's the position we want our knee and our hip in. We want our hips to be facing towards our catcher. Today, we are again focusing on our Power K position. And when our throwing hand is back here at like 9 o'clock, we're actually going to start with our hips open. So at this point, my hips, if there were headlights on both of my hips, they're both pointing towards you, my camera, and my shoulders, right? You can see the husky on my chest. So this is going to be our Power K position, and then as we start to go and release the ball and our elbow starts to come towards our body, that's when our back foot and back knee are going to turn towards our catcher so that when we're ready to release the ball, they're pointing straight ahead. Today we're going to continue to build on that, and instead of focusing on the hips, we're going to focus on our shoulders and the shoulder positioning. So I've got two drills for you today. Drill number one, let's get into our Power K position. So for righties, comfortable step forward with your front foot at a 45-degree angle. And for this drill, we're going to keep our hips open to begin with. The purpose of this is because we're going to practice the rainbow portion, is what I like to call it, of our motion. So glove and throwing hand pointing towards our catcher. We're coming up and over to create a rainbow and opening up our shoulders. Notice my shoulders go from pointing towards my catcher to opening up. Right now they're pointing towards my camera with my hips. So you're going to do this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. One thing to note right now is the ball is facing up as I come back, right? So ball's facing internally in towards my body, facing up towards the sky, and then as I start to come down for the wrist snap, let's do the drill. Let's build on the drill we did last week. We'll go 1, 2, 3 as our elbows come to pinch towards our ribs. And then after your third one, you can pitch the softball. So all together, the drill will look something like this. Power K. Hand and throwing arm towards my catcher, nice and relaxed. 1, 2, shoulders and hips opening at the same time. 3, 1, 2, 3, pitch. Awesome. For our second drill, we're going to focus on the arm circle and feeling it all together. So this is just going to be a nice basic arm circle drill. We're going to get in our nice Power K position. And all we're going to do is go 50% of your full motion speed. As you get comfortable, you can move a little faster, but start with 50 so you can get comfortable with the positioning. And for this drill, you're going to start with your glove and your throwing hand down by your hips. You're going to bring them up towards your catcher, make the rainbow, open up your hips and shoulders, and then close your hips while keeping your shoulders open and pitch. You can also do a couple circles in a row before pitching, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate. Up, rainbow, pitch up, open, close the shoulders, shoulders stay open, pitch on my second one. Totally fine if you want to pause in the different positions. As you get more comfortable, you'll be able to just flow through until eventually you can just do some arm circles and pitch it to either your net or your catcher. Those are the 2 drills I have for you today. Really focusing on, again, we're still kind of working on that hip engagement, but today focusing on opening up those shoulders, feeling how it feels to open those shoulders, and then what it feels like to put it all together. So we have the rainbow drill, as I like to call it, and you compare this with the same drill that we did last week, and then also some circles to work on. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, put questions in the comment section below, and as always, Plus Ultra!